Now see, what y'all not gonna do is snatch away this Fezco and Lexi relationship before we can even have a chance to enjoy it and get fully invested. This is the one and only real relationship that's genuine, it's not codependent, it's not fake, nobody's lying, that we've seen in a very long time. This is the first one we've got. We feel so fulfilled. And y'all gonna snatch it back and make it look like Fezco didn't even make it to the play? What? He better have made it to that play. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Euphoria Season 2, Episode 7. Now y'all, when I tell you this was a good episode, before I get into Lexi telling everybody, I'll knock all this shit over. I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm gonna give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're gonna come back and discuss all things Lexi's play. Did you see the production? What kind of school do they go to? Like, it was very much giving Broadway, costume changes and flossy. Like, it was very much so a production. You better do that shit, Lexi. And I don't care what nobody got to say about it.
Go back.
Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this episode. Man, when we start off with Lexi's play, Our Life, and the production quality, that just took me out. Not only do we have this great production going on, but we are being introduced to the characters in a way that we have never been before. We're getting a lot of backstory via her. Everybody's getting a mirror held up to their face for who they once were to each other in comparison to who they are now. And just Lexi being so bold as to put that shit out there. We have never seen this Lexi. Lexi was like, I have been chilling for 2 seasons, but this is my opportunity and my moment to shine. Though it may hurt some people to see themselves this way, this is my opportunity to show everybody a little piece of Lexi. This is my moment. And if my friends truly love me, they will get it and see that this is to help and not to hinder. When we get into the transitions between the play and real life, damn the production. I was like, oh, this is so good. This is so beautiful the way that this is being executed. We have, Rue speaking at that moment at her father's memorial service. And once we get into going back into them just having a friendship, that was so great to see here. I long was like, damn, why is she always trying to be there for her? Why is she trying to give Rue P? What is keeping her there as far as, I still consider her a friend, because even back from season 1, we have never had any perspective of who they were to each other prior to Rue and the drugs and what we see now. So to have Lexi at that moment feel like, I can only do so much. I was just 13. And we see Rue sniffing that oxy. It's like, damn, Rue, y'all only supposed to be 13. I was a little bit conflicted at just how young she was when she actually started to be on drugs, because it's like, damn, Rue has been on drugs a long goddamn time. If she was already comfortable enough at that moment to snort the oxy, and we know that she was taking the oxy when her father, was going through having cancer and all of that, but we really don't know the exact age, but it seemed early as fuck. But you have Lexi already at that moment trying to do what she can, having that forethought to take those pills. I don't want my friend to be this way, but what can I do? I'm only 13. Now, once we got introduced to all the lookalikes in the fucking play, I fell out. We have Grace here as Lexi, Holly here as Cassie, Marta here as Maddie, Luna as Kat, and Jade as Rue. When we have fucking Maddie go, is this fucking play about us? Like, girl, what gave it away? Hell yes, about y'all. Everybody is the spitting image. I was like, damn, she really didn't spare anything. She even has Jade wearing the same Rue, that burgundy jacket that belonged to her dad. All the detail here, like, it was like, no, I really want everybody here to know that this is you. Now, this play took a whole back seat to me finally getting my Fezco and Lexi relationship. Like, I was so excited. I was so geeked when we have New narrate and say, you know, they had been talking every day since that moment. Finally, yes, like, it was so beautiful to see. Everything that we have ever seen here in this show, in a sense of a relationship, has always been so toxic, so shallow. Everybody is together for their own personal, selfish ass reasons. But not here. We have Lexi and Fezco who want nothing from each other. Fezco pimping it and smooth, talking on the phone, being hella supportive, you know, gassing her up. Don't let anybody make you feel some type of way about this play. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. This is your moment. Like, it was just so good and so genuine. I was like, yes, Fezco, yes. It was all smooth. So you gonna come to my play? Shit, girl, hell yeah, I'm coming to your play. I'm gonna be sitting front row. Yes, Fezco, not only am I gonna sit front row, girl, but I'm showing up with flowers, candy, a card. I'm showing up in a suit. Oh, I love every single moment that we have with them together, especially for Fezco. Those moments showing that Fezco is not just one note. You know, I have the forethought to know about other things outside of this druggy lifestyle. I have layers, girl. I'm taking off, you know, the bagginess, the Coogee sweaters. I'm gonna show up in a suit. Like, they add so much to each other in comparison to all the relationships we see here that are just taking and constantly taking shit away. Oh man, they better give us some relationship. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna be so upset. Now, as we're getting further and further into the play, I love the fact that Lexi didn't just stop at, you know, hey, I'm just gonna talk about my friends and that's it. She was really transparent with the play. Like, I'm gonna talk about myself, my insecurities, my jealousy that I had of Cassie because she was more developed. You know, me just becoming Lexi. I'm not perfect either. We have all changed so much in such a short span of time within our friendships, our bonds, our families, our sisterhood. It was so good. And then I hit the pause because they showed us Cassie. I was like, what's Cassie? And I was like, it was confirmed that it wasn't just me, because you have Maddie go, well, she fucking looks the part. Like, why do you look like Maddie? She has this bone straight hair. She just looks so different. She did not look like herself. She looked very uncomfortable. It looked kind of like some Barbie Ken type shit. It just didn't flow well. It didn't feel like Cassie. It felt so forced and so fake. And it's just like, girl, this is where you want to be. This is what you want to do. And I love that we have Lexi acknowledging, like, you know, hey, my sister was popping, she's this, she's that, and I'm just over here being little old Lexi. But after I think about it, you know, I really don't want to be known for my physical attributes only, and you know, because of my big chest and my tits, because that's all Cassie is known for. That's all people go after her for. I'm learning to appreciate what I have to offer and who Lexi is, and I'm not mad at her for that. I absolutely love, we got the whole play going. It's going really well, and we have the dudes step in portraying their mom. The way that the mom was so supportive here in getting her fucking life this entire play. Yes, woo, that's me. I'm a man. That shit was so funny. She was able to see the beauty in that, even though it's like, I'm here, I'm being displayed as kind of one-sided, being very supportive of Cassie, and, you know, I drink a little bit too much, but that's me. And whether it's me or not, and, you know, I'm vibing with it. My baby did this. My baby Lexi put on this production, and it is good as fuck, and I'm having the time of my life. Yes, I am loving the progress between the mother here. Like, go girl, because I got tired of seeing you with some wine in your hand every single episode. Loving it. Now we have the play going really, really well in the beginning. Everybody's vibing with it. The further and further it gets along, after, you know, it's like, okay, that's actually us. She's actually doing this. And then it's just like, yeah, that's really us. She's actually doing this. We have become so different. I love every moment that we got between her and Rue, and them just being genuine friends, and Rue just looking like, yeah, I really have been a really shitty friend. Yes, girl, you have. And I love when she acknowledges the fact that, you know, our friendship was really tight, but it started to change once her father died and mine's left. It is very understated here, the impact that Lexi and Cassie situation had on them. My father left too, but you know, we handled it in completely different ways. And the way you decided to self-medicate, it just made our friendship fall apart. But I've still been here. I've still been trying to support you as the best friend I knew you to be, who made me comfortable with myself. But you, in turn, didn't do that for me. You have not been here for me. You have been a sad sack of shit for a friend. Yes, you have. Get it together, Rue. Now, at those moments, they proceed to slap us in the face with reality. And it's just like, yeah, she's continuing to look out in that audience, look at that empty seat. And Fezco just can't seem to get out the fucking door quick enough. Oh, it was so suspenseful and annoying. Because the further and further that play went along and we kept, you know, it's still empty, it's just like, damn, he really didn't make it. So what does that mean for Fezco? What's gonna happen? Did you see Faye steaming his suit with her little cheeks out? Like, girl, put them cheeks away and put them lips away. We are not checking for you. We don't care. You want to have these, you know, oh, you know, I kind of like Fezco. Like, yeah, if you liked him that much, and even if he wasn't checking for you, even as a friend, him taking you in and caring for your little addicted ass, let him know what's going on. Let him know what's up. Your little stank ass boyfriend coming in here trying to set him up and wear a wire and record shit. Little low down dirty bastard. Like, when are we gonna share that news? When are we gonna share that news? And it almost felt like she was being really petty and a little spiteful at the fact that he was so excited in anticipation for the play. And like, I'm putting this suit on for Lexi. Like, do I look good? Like, yeah, you're getting ready and you're excited to see another female. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm a little subconscious about the situation, but I feel like if he was really vibing with her and he was trying to fuck with her, she would have been a little bit forthcoming with that information and let him know that a little rat ass boyfriend was coming in trying to drop dimes. Now, since we have so many different things going on simultaneously and so many transitions, you really have to pay attention to know what's going on. Not only do we have the situation with Cassie and Lexi and their whole friendship and their sisterhood and what the dynamic was before the dad got put on drugs and the way that they both changed. You can have a sense that, you know, the family was really, really close. We have that scene of them dancing in the living room. The mom is crying. It's just like, we were once okay. We were once a really, really close, happy family. And then he decided to get on drugs and it changed our family forever. And you see the sisterhood and their bond slowly start to separate. And not only them, but the friends are beginning to change. Rue is going through what she's going through with drugs. And you see Maddie come into the picture. I never considered how much the prospect of Maddie and how close she was to Cassie in their friendship, how that would really affect Lexi. You have Lexi as kind of being that outsider of the friendship. She's not, you know, getting too much into the popularity, none of the drugs, none of the girly shit. Lexi was different and it made her kind of ostracized. And you just get this sense of loneliness. So it's really incredible that Lexi has been able to maintain, like, you know, I don't want to follow the herd. I'm my own individual person and I like it that way. Go ahead, Lexi. We also have Gia here stating that she is slowly starting to forget about their dad. She was a lot younger. She doesn't have as many memories and just how this whole situation is affecting her. We also get into Cassie and Nate via the play and just the dialogue that they exchange as sisters. We are made to know that Cassie always only wanted to be in love. And I love the way it's set up, especially when we get to the very end of the episode. This moment, Cassie is so fulfilled. This is all that she's ever wanted. She wanted, you know, the admiration, the affection. She loves that relationship. She feels like all she really has to offer is love and herself. And she wants someone to give that back to her. And she feels like she's found that in Nate for whatever reason. She is so fulfilled and so happy in that moment. I love what this represents. I love how he makes me feel. My whole mission in life is to keep this feeling going and keep Nate in my life. And I don't give a damn who I have to step on to do that. So after they take us down Bob Ross memory lane and we have, you know, Rue slowly transitioning into harder drugs. Like, I don't give a damn. We got into Ashtray, my motherfucking dog. I love me some Ashtray. Ashtray stay on go. Ashtray stays ready. Of course, no shade to Fezco, but he is completely in La La Land. He is all about like, oh my God, this is my moment. I'm getting to see my baby tonight. I'm bringing flowers. He is not dedicated, you know, to paying attention to what's going on. He doesn't have that eye to be like, you know, hey, I have to be on high alert at the lifestyle that I am in. We had whole ass killed somebody in the living room. Yes, you need to watch your back at all times. Fezco is not that drug dealer who has eyes in the back of his head. He just doesn't belong here. Fucking Ashtray though, Ashtray was bred and born for this shit. You coming at me and you coming at my family. I may not know what the fuck is all going on, but I'm piecing together that y'all walking around this bitch whispering something is going on. We have Ashtray giving eyes this episode, giving that fucking Thorny Montana ass energy. Like, yes, you coming, you fucking with me, you fucking with the best. I love the energy that Ashtray was giving this episode. Like, he just looked so grown up. I don't know. I was like, damn, Ashtray had another growth spurt. It was just like, I am focused in on you. I know something is going on. I didn't want to let you live in the first place. When we killed Mouse, I wanted to take your ass out. And I didn't want this bitch or Rue anywhere near our business. He is always on high alert. Go fucking Ashtray. Now we have a brief moment here letting us know like, oh yeah, Jules and Rue still not speaking. I was like, yeah, keep doing that shit. I do not really care for their relationship, like, at all. I feel like they worked so much better when they were just, you know, really supportive of each other and they were just friends. I like them as friends. Them so much in a relationship, I'm really glad that we're not focusing on that shit anymore. I really don't care for it. Where the hell is Elliot just hanging out with the case or something? What you doing, Elliot? What are you doing? But we still aren't acknowledging anything outside of the fact that we see that Jules is really having a hard time dealing with that disc and breaking it up. Like, she's a little distraught at the fact that it exists. I feel like she has, you know, been shown something about herself that she didn't like, and it just feels like she really wished she had someone to confide in and talk to, but their relationship is just shot right now. But this is when I have to hit the pause. We have Rue's mother out of nowhere. You know what? You want to do drugs? You want to do drugs? You want to just be a crackhead out there on the street? You can just get the hell out of my house and go do that. I'm focusing on Gia. I don't give a damn no more. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. You can go do whatever the hell you want to do, Rue. What? What, you been hanging out with Ali? Where did this come from? This is the type of energy, not so much just giving up on her or giving her the right of way to, you know, you just want to go do drugs. I'm tired. I'm done with it. We wanted her to, you know, be a little bit more aggressive and put her foot down some, because she's been so passive and so submissive and Rue forever now. To have her just have a whole character change out of nowhere, it felt really unearned, and I felt like, what is the backstory here? How did she get here? You know, her hair's down. It's just like, yeah, I'm focusing on Gia. You're selfish. You don't know what's going on with your sister. She's, you know, getting D. She's in detention. You are all about you, and I'm sick of it. I'm focusing on me. If I had to choose to save a daughter, it would be Gia. Like, well, damn, when did we get here? Where did this come from? I was like, you know, I'm fucking with, you know, you being open and hitting her with that energy to let her know we're really sick of this shit and I don't want to deal with it anymore. But just to go from last episode, her handling her with kid gloves, her not really even acknowledging the fact that she needed to focus on Gia until Eiley said something, and her really being just distraught at the fact that she wasn't getting to bed at the end of that episode, to get here, it's just like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, Pookie. You want to go be a crackhead in New Jack City? Take your ass outside. You're not doing it here. I was like, oh, I mean, it's cool or whatever, but nice to meet you. Now, whereas we have Cassie, who is super duper comfortable living it up in the big house. This is always where I wanted to be. She's living in the home. She is giving Nate, you know, this full control over the way she looks and the way that she dresses. And she is just engulfing in the fact that he wants her and only her. She is just living her best fucking life, girl. Ill, whatever. We have Nate, on the other hand. He is like a conflicted mess this episode. Once we had that nightmare and he's ripping the stockings and it transitions from like a Maddie to kind of looking like Jules to try to looking like Cassie and rip the stockings, and then it's his dad and then it's face down Cassie, and then it transitions into his dad about to like fuck him. I was like, oh, this is an awful lot, but it just shows you how conflicted he is as a human being and how he is just tormented at the fact that he feels like he is going to end up like his dad because he may have certain interests in certain things, and he's just conflicted about his sexuality. And I thought it was really interesting at how she is giving him all of this full control, and she is looking like Maddie. Like, It's just like you don't know what you want or what you want to do. And you have the relationship all engulfed in this passion and all this sex. The same thing he did with Maddie. He was, once that to Maddie. He was doting and very protective and just real extra and very, hypersexual with Maddie. Maddie used to come over to the house and sleep over. It's just like, what exactly do you want? He's just such a confused little sick individual, and he needs some goddamn therapy. Now, I was so proud of Maddie in this episode. After they have that big revelation that Cassie just can't take. Yes, girl, we were once really close. I was, sleeping over. I was spending more time with you than your own sister. Like, we were something. You meant something to me. And, she's doing that thing in the mirror like, I'm still Cassie. I still look pretty. I still have my titties in my hair. Everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to live with Nate. We're going to be happy fucking after. No, girl, it's just not worked that way. I was so proud of Maddie here because I think all of us were anticipating the fucking beat down. Like, oh, Maddie's gonna be petty. As soon as she has an opportunity to, she's gonna wring Cassie's fucking neck. Absolutely not. You get to know that, she's had some struggles with her home life, and she really considered Cassie's home and her family like a safe haven. And now you do this to me. When we revert back to her chasing her up those stairs, and it's just like, just face me. Just told me it was all worth it. Like, I don't give a damn about Nate in that whole situation. And this is prior to him putting that goddamn gun in her face. I don't care about that. You just told me that this was worth it. I would never do this to you. She just felt so hurt, and it's just like, yeah, I felt like at this particular moment, any relationship that I could always depend on outside of Nate and my family and whoever else, I've always had you, Cassie. I've always had your back, and you go and do this to me. And then you, on the flip side, see Cassie's face, and it's not that like, oh my God, it's more like settled. Like, I'm really, I did hurt you, but the line has been drawn in the sand. I'm choosing Nate and our relationship over you, and it is what it is. Like, she's just so comfortable, and it's just like, I value this situation with Nate over any friendship we could have ever had. And it's like, oh my gosh, she is such an idiot. Girl, you don't know the real Nate. You don't know the real Nate if you feel like this is the choice that needs to be made. And it's just like, really, we're so proud of you, Maddie. We are so proud that she took the higher road, and it's just like, you know what, I don't really even care anymore, and I'm just mad that this is the decision that you are making, and I'm mad that I'm losing you as a friend. That was really, really big of her, because I just thought she was gonna punch Cassie in the goddamn face. And we have a little moment with Maddie and the old girl, the woman of the house with the son. I don't trust her as far as I could throw her. I guess she was trying to send her off properly and say bye and get her the nice dress. I'm not going to mention I've been watching you try on my nice dresses in the camera. But, here you go. It was like, yeah, what's next? A car, a trip in the pool, a skinny dip. Get in my face, lady. Now, yet again, Kat's character gets the fucking shaft here. I was like, wow. I found myself forgetting more and more about Kat each episode, and it is literally like the writer said, fuck your whole situation, fuck your storyline, we're throwing it all out the window. Kat's whole situation and her transition from, like, we got fulfillment out of everybody's story, we learned something new about them, they were depicted in the Our Life play perfectly. Kat, all we got is Kat with her cat mask on, and I want you to fuck me, I'd fuck me. We got a little Silence of the Lambs situation. And it was like, throw Kat away. She was just non-existent in the friendship when her dynamic has been so big, and I feel like her character maybe went through the biggest change. Where is she? It's just like, well, damn, if y'all just want to fire the girl, just fire her already. It's just not here. After that, though, and we have, like, I was just so hurt because it's just like, he's got them flowers and we keep seeing that empty chair. It's just like, damn, he really didn't make it. And you have that aspect of, like, what's about to go down. And he's like, hey, is everything okay? No, it's not, baby. Just run and go to the play. But we end off the play with a motherfucking bang. We end off that entire time. I was like, where is Nate? Nate is, really big to this equation. Where is he? She saved him for last. And Ethan fucked that shit up. Ethan was dancing his ass off and singing this whole play. Child. When we have that whole transition into, his nightmare, and then you have the Nate in the locker room scene, and you have, you know, the girls say, oh, that's gay, and you see that it's supposed to be Nate depicted giving off all this really, really masculine energy, and the push-ups and the weights, and oh, I'm Nate, I'm this. He has all of this bravado about himself. He's Mr. Popular. He is just like that dude, that jock. But we all know behind closed doors, you have had thoughts about the opposite sex. I always felt like his, you know, situation with McKay was he was a little extra with McKay at times. And we all know about the situation with Jules and, you know, his upbringing, the diss that he's watched. You are conflicted. Now, when we got into the play and we started to see Nate like seeing red and he was so uncomfortable, I thought it was real funny how out of everybody who got that mirror held up, Cassie and Nate were the only two who had to just get up and they just couldn't take it. When we have him just seeing red and we see it progress, I was like, wow, I don't really know how I feel about this. Like, it's not even left open to interpretation. It was almost like he was being outed against his will, which I absolutely hate. But, you know, fuck Nate. I was like, you know what? Just maintain, just be cool. These characters are made to look like you guys, but you know, it's a Broadway play. Things could be left open to interpretation. Don't give yourself away. You're putting a bigger target on your fucking back for this not to be a secret because you're running out and you're getting all amplified and upset. But as far as Nate is concerned, and the It's Raining Man and the wine and the ski and the penis dropping down from the ceiling and all the dancing and Ethan fucking it up and so ski mother, I was like, whoa. This is a lot, and the whole dance, it was very extravagant. I love Alexi's energy. Like, y'all not finna fuck this up. Get the light. Let's get it, people. Get it together. She was really on it. It was such a production. Everybody was having such a good time. But I thought that with Nate's character, that it would be left open up for interpretation because we don't really know that he is just flat out a gay man. And I felt like the play depicted him to be such, but he was just put on blast and full display. And I was like, damn, I thought it was gonna be, you know, a little tongue-in-cheek, like, will he or won't he? He could go either way. But it was just more so about just slapping down that, like, oh, you think you're so masculine, and you know, you have these different interpretations of what's masculine, what's manly, what's gay, what's not, what's feminine. Here's what's really going on with Nate, and it was all extra. I was like, wow. He just could not fucking take it and proceeds to take it out on the person closest to him, aka Cassie. And it's just like, yeah, that's just my sister, but yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. You get your shit and you get the fuck out of my house. This is done. I am done. Child, when we get back to Cassie's face, Cassie's like breathing. Cassie's breathing, fogging up the fucking glass. And knowing Cassie, she is not going to equate this situation to, you know what, that's just Nate. That's his, like, it was just like, Lexi, you bitch. I finally got my happy ending and you do this shit and take it away. It just felt like she was about to lose it. And we do have that aspect of Cassie going, you know, you're always so worried about Maddie. I'm the crazier one. I'm crazier than her. You don't know who you're fucking with. And we just don't know the caliber of where her brain could mentally go when she feels like something she held so near and dear is being taken away from her. She feels like this is all she has and this is the best that she's ever gonna get. And Nate is just oh so special, and she's just little sweet, demure, straight hair, big chest Cassie. In her mind, like they're about to get married and have kids and live happily ever after. No, you don't know who you're messing with, and you don't know how shallow and frivolous your relationship is. That's why he was so easy to disregard your ass, because he was upset about the way he was depicted by Ethan in the play. Like, she is about to fuck some shit up. We end off with the to be continued. Hurry up. Hurry up. I need to know if my baby made it to the play. Is he going to jail? You know he's not going to let Ashtray go to jail. He going to go to jail for Ashtray. Like, we just can't have Fezco in jail. How he going to have a relationship with Lexi behind bars? Huh? Well, you guys, that was my review for Euphoria Season 2, Episode 7. Please drop down and tell me what you thought about our life. I feel like the show is getting so, like, every episode, it just gets better and better, and all this build-up, it's been really, really good. But it's like, damn, we're almost at the end. Like, it went by so quickly. I'm really invested in everybody. I can't see Well, you guys, that was my review for Euphoria Season 2, Episode 7. Please drop down and tell me what you thought about our life. I am so much anticipating the next episode. There's so much suspense and build up every single time. We're like almost at the end of the goddamn series. Like, oh, it's just too much. But I'm very much anticipating what happened with Fezco. That is my biggest question mark. And what the fuck is Cassie going to do next? Because she's deranged. That baby needs to be medicated. She needs some help. I look forward to reading you guys' comments. I see you guys for my next video. Bye.